Hi, I'm Kathleen Weber, certified and accredited EFT practitioner. Thank you for joining me today. So, I've had conversations with some fellow educators and have seen some different things online where folks are really spending some time on their own self care this summer, which I am so excited about. And I want to support folks in this journey. So, I've decided to make a series of videos on how to use EFT for self care because I think we all know that with best laid plans, we could have the best intentions of, yep, I'm going to eat healthy and I'm going to sleep better and I'm going to exercise and the list goes on. And you have these great plans and then you get halfway through your summer and nothing has changed. So what I want to do is make these videos to help you clear out those patterns and any obstacles that get in your way to really taking care of yourselves. So, if you are unfamiliar with EFT, I recommend that you start by signing up for my newsletter. You can do that by visiting my website, www.kathleenwebereft.com, and that's Weber with one B. Once you sign up, you'll automatically receive my free Introduction to EFT for Self Care guide, where I walk you through step by step how to use clinical EFT. And there's also a link in there if you prefer a video of also walking you through the steps, but in video format. So you're welcome to check that out. And I would recommend you check that out before watching this video because it will make more sense to you. So, anyway, with self care, what we're doing is taking action to care for ourselves, right? So, we're going to care for ourselves physically, emotionally, mentally, socially, spiritually. Of course, I'm not covering all of that in this one video. That's why I want to make a series of videos for you so that you can kind of pick and choose the areas that are most relevant for you. So we're going to start with physical self-care. So that's taking care of your body. And there are many different ways that you can take care of yourself physically. So the one we're going to focus on today is eating habits. So EFT can be used to tackle emotional eating and food cravings. And with the excuse me, with EFT, you can address the emotional triggers that lead to those patterns, to that overeating or just eating unhealthy foods. Or maybe it's both. Maybe you're overeating unhealthy foods. So for instance, if you find that you get home from a busy day and the first thing that you're doing is reaching for the M&Ms, then you might be turning to food for comfort. So what we want to do is use EFT to address those underlying emotional issues and needs that you have so that you can break that cycle of emotional eating. Okay, so to use EFT for eating habits, the first thing that we're going to do is take a look at the pattern. We want to identify what that pattern is. So, are you finding that there's a particular time of day that you're overeating or eating unhealthy foods? So, identifying that. Is it right when you get home from school? Is it after dinner? Is it before you go to bed? Is it sometime during the day? Want to get specific with that. Is there a particular event that triggers this pattern? So maybe there's a particular meeting that you're just not fond of that happens that leads to this emotional eating. Or maybe it's a particular person that triggers you. So just getting specific with that pattern. And then what we do is identify particular times when this has happened, particular memories. So I find it helpful to have a journal and jotting down memories that come up that are associated with this particular pattern. And what we do is just choose one. We're going to choose something that's recent. So maybe something that happened within the last couple of weeks. All right, so you choose one and you want it to be something specific, like something you could take a picture of or something you could take a short video of. So, for example, if I was thinking about that time 2 weeks ago when I had that heated conversation with a parent, and when I came home, I immediately went for a bowl of ice cream. That would be a specific event or memory. And then what I'm going to do is ask myself, how am I feeling about that now? Not how I felt then when it happened. How am I feeling now about that? And and then maybe I'm feeling angry about that. And then I'm going to rate How angry am I right now thinking about it on a scale of 0 to 10? 0 meaning nothing, there's no intensity. 10 is it's off the charts. And write it down so that you can keep track of it. So once you have that information, then you can do your round of tapping. And again, this is where that guide will come in handy. So I'm just going to walk you through it quickly. Please don't think that this is the pace that you need to go for your tapping. You can take it slower if you need to. I'm just kind of breezing through it for the purpose of this video. So starting on the side of the hand, even though I feel angry, just thinking about that time 2 weeks ago, I had that really heated conversation with a parent, and I immediately came home and grabbed some ice cream. And I still deeply and completely accept myself. And even though I feel angry, just thinking about that time. So you're going to go through that 3 times. We say that statement 3 times here on the side of the hand. And then we go to the top of the head and we're just focusing on the emotion, this anger, this anger, this anger, this anger. Again, not this quickly if the speed doesn't work for you. This anger, this anger, this anger. We pause, we check back in, thinking about that same memory. Am I still feeling anger or angry? And then I'm going to rate it again, 0 to 10. And so hopefully it's come down a little bit. I talk about that all in the video on how to get started. And you can do another round on it. Sometimes it takes a couple of rounds for it to come down, but we want to try and clear out as much emotion around this pattern and these times when this happened so that you're free moving forward and not having to draw on all those emotions that are still stuck in your body. We want to allow them to be there, allow them to free up and release them so that they're not triggering you anymore. So that's how we use EFT for eating habits. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to reach out to me, Kathleen at KathleenWeberEFT.com. And I'd be happy to answer your questions. You're also welcome to sign up for a free 15-minute consultation with me to discuss how I might be able to help you and support you with your own self-care. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm looking forward to making more videos for you to support you on this journey. Take care.